Bank rules speed up the reconciliation process by pre-coding your bank statement lines when reconciling the bank. You can create them as you go while you're reconciling, and you can manage and create them from the Accounts menu, Bank Accounts, and Bank Rules. Bank rules are for cash coding only. Matching to invoices and bills will be different each time, so not appropriate for this tool. So there are two types of cash coding bank rules here: spend money and receive money. The order in which the rule sits in the list is the order in which they'll be applied. You can drag and drop to change the order. In this example, we'll create a bank rule for the computer supplier we buy our equipment from for all computer equipment purchased over, let's say, $1,000. So we'll click on Create Rule and choose Spend Money. We can have the rule apply if it meets any or all of the conditions we've chosen. For this example, we want it to meet all conditions for our rule to get applied. So let's set up those conditions. First condition, payee. We'll select contains instead of equals. And let's say our supplier is Computer Stuff Limited. Then we'll add a second condition, which will be the amount. And put that to greater than or equals 1,000. Now, I'm using 1,000 purely as a round figure for training purposes. You'll, of course, need to use the appropriate threshold for fixed assets in your region. And remember, it needs to be a tax-inclusive amount because it'll be a gross figure on your bank statement that we are creating the rule for here. Now, for that first condition, payee, why do you think I used contains instead of equals? There may be other text strings that come through on the statement in the payee field in addition to the name, so we don't want to restrict this to an exact match, otherwise we may find this rule doesn't work when we want it to. Then set the contact to Computer Stuff Limited. We don't want a new contact being created for every variation of this name that occurs on your bank statement. So let's keep things nice and tidy and have them all going to one contact. Now, section 3 here refers to allocating a fixed amount. When would we use this? Well, if this was for a loan repayment, let's say, and there was a fixed principal amount that was the same each time, and the rest was for interest, we could set that up here and then move on to section 4 to have the remainder apply itself to the interest expense account. For this example, however, we want 100% of the amount to be allocated to fixed assets. So we'll skip this and move straight on to section 4. Here we allocate 100% of the transaction to our computer equipment account. Let's leave the description field blank so we can put in the appropriate details of the purchase and ourselves each time. Under section 6, target a bank account, and we're going to choose all bank accounts. And then we'll give the rule a title that makes it easy to understand what it does when we might see it in our list of bank rules further down the track. Bank rules are great for speeding up reconciling the bank by pre-coding bank statement lines. It's also a great tool for financial advisors to set these up for clients doing their own coding to help them achieve greater accuracy to avoid correction work later on.